Welcome to Midnight Case Files Investigates. Tonight we are looking at the mysterious disappearance of Lars Mittank. He was born in Berlin, Germany on February 9, 1986 and grew up in Itzehoe, Schleswig-Holstein. After his father suffered a stroke, Lars helped his parents out after work and was described as a normal person by those who knew him. He worked at a power plant, had friends and a girlfriend. On June 30, 2014, the 28-year-old Mittank traveled with 5 of his friends to Varna, Bulgaria. This was the first time he had traveled outside of Germany. The group of friends stayed just outside the city of Varna, at the popular seaside resort, the Golden Sands, and planned to return home together on July 7, 2014. On July 6th, the group visited a bar in town, and it was there that Lars Mittank got into a disagreement over football with some other German nationals. After leaving the bar, he parted from his friends outside a restaurant and disappeared for the rest of the night. The following morning, Lars returned to the resort and told his friends 4 men had beaten him up, saying they had been hired by the group in the bar with whom he had disagreed the night before. The beating left Lars with a ruptured eardrum and an injured jaw, requiring medical attention. He was prescribed an antibiotic, cefprozil, 500 milligrams, and advised not to fly. Even though his friends wanted to stay with him, he insisted he would be fine on his own, and told them to follow their original travel plans and fly home on July 7th, which they did. Everyone checked out of the resort at the same time. However, Lars checked into a cheap hotel close to the airport for one night. The day after his friends left, Mittank started acting paranoid. While still at the hotel, Lars called his mother, and in a whisper, he told her that people were trying to rob or kill him. Closed-circuit television cameras in the hotel showed him pacing up and down the halls, looking out of windows, and hiding in a lift. He left the hotel at 1 a.m. and returned about an hour later. It is not known what he did during this time. The next morning, he called his mother once again, telling her that his pursuers were getting closer. On July 8, 2014, Lars was hoping to fly home to Germany and was seen at Varna Airport. He texted his mother, telling her that he had arrived at the airport and went to consult with the airport doctor, Kosta Kostov. Dr. Kostov later described him as nervous and erratic, but had given him the okay to return home. But Mittank didn't leave his office, concerned about the medication he had been prescribed. At that time, a construction worker entered Kostov's office, as the airport was undergoing renovation. Dr. Kostov stated that Lars Mittank began to tremble and yelled, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here." He then got up and fled out of the office, leaving behind all of his belongings, including luggage, wallet, mobile phone, and passport. Airport security cameras captured Lars Mittank's last confirmed sighting. Footage showed him outside, jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and disappearing off camera in the direction of an adjacent forest. In 2016, on German TV, one of Mittank's friends said, "The week went by really fast. The group had relaxed on the beach, played football, swam in the pool, went out clubbing, and that Mittank was relaxed and in a good mood." Another friend stated that Lars did not eat much on the trip. At mealtime, he would only have a small salad or a bowl of soup, and that he displayed no other abnormal behavior until the last part of the trip. There has been no definitive agreement as to Lars Mittank's paranoid behavior. Bulgarian and German doctors, along with Mittank's mother, suspected his unusual behavior was the result of a rare side effect from the prescribed antibiotic, cefprozil. But, according to Dr. Kostov, that prescription was never filled. His mother stated that he had no history of mental illness. However, a mental breakdown caused by an undiagnosed mental illness has been discussed as a possible explanation for his conduct. It is still unknown what happened after he fled the airport. And with police unable to determine the young man's fate, his mother hired Andreas Gudig, a private investigator. Gudig checked hospital records for patients without identification, but he found nothing. There have been reported sightings of him in other countries, but nothing has ever been confirmed. After becoming aware of the Mittank case, a German truck driver who had given a hitchhiker a ride, back in 2019, said that the hitchhiker looked like an older version of the missing man. The driver stated that the man had long hair and a beard. He also said that the man's eyes seemed tired and his cheekbones were prominent. At the time of his disappearance, Lars Mittank was listed as 5 feet, 11 inches tall with dark blonde hair and a scar on his left forearm. What do you think happened to Lars Mittank? Leave your comments down below, and please subscribe to Midnight Case Files Investigates. It's free to subscribe. Thank you for watching.